So, guys, hello and welcome to a live session hosted by me and Swarna Bhai. You are watching us on Cricket 487 News's YouTube platform, and today we are here to discuss, or rather, like we will be discussing about five teams, five squads in the IPL 2026. And the squads that we are going to discuss today are Chennai Super Kings, Mumbai Indians, Kolkata Knight Riders, Royal Challengers Bangalore, and Rajasthan Royals. So, first of all, Swarna bhai, how are you? And how are things there?
Just a moment. Yeah, thank you so much for having me. And I think I'm really good. And IPL is around the corner, and probably it's the best time that we go through some of the teams at least in today's session, and maybe we'll go through some of the teams in tomorrow if possible, or at some point later in time. And I think it's one of the most interesting times for a cricket fan because, as we say, when India plays, sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. But when it is the time of IPL, India wins every day. It doesn't matter which team wins, which team loses. There's an Indian player, there's a big Indian name in the side, uh, in the winning side. Of course, there's also big names in the on the losing side as well, but as it is rightly portrayed, it's a festival of cricket. So, welcome to the festival of cricket to everyone.
Yeah, when India hosts IPL, the world watches.
Yeah,
And this is like uh, this is what IPL has been throughout the first 18 years. Like the IPL has completed its uh, 18, like IPL has gone through 18 years, and we have seen a range of winners. Last season we saw like RCB lifting the trophy for the very first time. It was their third attempt. Like they have qualified for three times in the final, and RCB is one of the teams that we will be discussing about. So we are just going through, like we'll be doing SWOT analysis of these five teams and the next five teams, the remaining five teams. We'll go through them tomorrow or whenever like we'll go live next. So let's start the show. Let's start with
yeah,
CSK first, five-time
yeah.
champions. Uh,
I think five-time champion, one of the most successful teams in terms of qualifying for the playoffs and qualifying for the finals, winning it five times. They haven't had a very good outing in the previous two seasons, and I think CSK is one team which is known to come back from the setbacks. They've overturned it. They were pretty low in 2020. That was in Dubai. They came back well. One 2021 IPL, and as CSK fans, that's something that I will definitely hope CSK turns it around.
Yeah, so like I remember like you're talking about 2020, like it was one of the most miserable season for the five-time champions, because like they finished in the top two, like bottom two for
Bottom.
the very first time, I believe. And it
Yeah.
was also the first time that CSK didn't qualify for the playoffs. So it
Yes.
was very hard. It was one of the worst season for the team, and like the way they bounced back in the 2021 season. Again in the 2022 season, like there was a musical chair for the captaincy role, like for the few first games, like Ravindra Jadeja was announced as the captain. But then like the move didn't work, so MS Dhoni was again back in the rim, and like that move also didn't work, and they like again failed to qualify for the playoffs. In 2023, they won the trophy. Again, the last two seasons under Ruturaj Gaikwad and MS Dhoni have not been the best in terms of CSK. Like, because when we talk about CSK, we expect them to at least qualify for the playoffs. And when it didn't happen for the first year, we thought, okay, maybe the luck was not on their side. But now it has happened for 2 years simultaneously. So, like, what are your expectations from this CSK unit? Like, where do you see them finishing this year?
Okay. Since we are going back in time a little bit, like we have mentioned, 2020 once or twice. There's a few things that I see, few similarities that I see between CSK of 2020, and their change of approach in 2021, and also with CSK of 2025 and their approach in 2026. One of the thing is, uh, uh, most famously, it is known like the spark thing that of Ruturaj Gaikwad. MS Dhoni said that the young lads do not have the spark or something. They changed that approach. They gave chances to Ruturaj, and we have seen what Ruturaj did. He's a phenomenal player. He's a phenomenal batsman. In terms of captaincy, yes, he has to show himself up. Still, he has to prove himself again. Uh, in terms of batting, he's one of the most pleasing batsmen to see, like on the eyes, pleasing on the eyes. So uh, there was a change. There was change in approach. They brought in a few young players as well. Then there was, and if we come to the 2025 and 2026 transition, we also see a pretty different CSK, different to the CSK that we used to know, like the old dad army and all, the going for the experienced players. They have again changed their approach. They have got in very good new players, young players. Uh, so I think that change will bolster confidence in CSK. That's one point. And at this point, some of the key players of CSK are in good form. If we talk of Sanju Samson, he has been phenomenal in the World Cup. We talk of Shivam Dube, he's been underappreciated player. He's been a very key player for India in crunch situations. He has been performing always. Then there is Devil Brevis, who has had a good T20 World Cup as well. So my expectation from them will be qualify top four. Of course, I mean, as the fan in me, I will always want my team to win. But at first step will be qualify top four. That's the initial stage, initial milestone that I'll keep for them.
Yeah, so like if we look at the squad of CSK, so if you are talking about batters, so Ruturaj Gaikwad, Devol Brevis, Ayush Matre, and Sarfaraz Khan are the four batters. Wicket keepers they have MS Dhoni, Sanju Samson, Urvil Patel, and Kartik Sharma. In terms of all rounders, if we are talking like Anshul Kamboj, Jami Overton, Ramakrishna Ghosh, Prashant Veer, whom they bought like the most expensive
Expensive.
uncapped player in terms of
Yes.
CSK's auction history. Then there is Shivam Dube, Aman Khan, Matthew Short, and Zach Falks. If we are talking about bowlers, Khalil Ahmed is there, Noor Ahmed, Mukesh Chaudhary, Nathan Ellis, Shreyas Gopal, Gurjapneet Singh, Akil Hussain, Matt Henry, and Rahul Chahar. Matt Henry, Akil Hussain, Rahul Chahar, they were all bought during the IPL 2026 auction. So Matt Henry is someone who has already played with CSK
Yes.
back in, I think, like few years back, he was a part of the team. So
Yeah.
how do you rate their? Let's start with their batting first. Let just give me their playing 11 or playing 12 according to you. What exactly would be the playing 11 or playing 12, including an impact player? What do you think? Like for the uh, few first games, what kind of playing 11 CSK might have?
Okay. It's an interesting thing. Like I watch domestic cricket, Indian domestic cricket, and there are few names which I really want to see playing, and one of them is Ramakrishna Ghosh. He's a quality player. He's a utility player. He can bat. He's a good medium pace bowler as well. Um, if I have to go through the playing 11, I want to see Urvil and Matre both playing. I don't know how and how they will manage this, how CSK will manage this, because if you see Urvil, Matre, Gaikwad, and Sanju, uh, all of them are kind of top order players. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
they are number one, two, and three. So if they have to start in all four, who plays at number four? That will be a big question. But I want to see Urvil and Matre both playing. Uh, if I have to go, I will probably have Urvil and Matre open. Ruturaj at number three, Sanju at number four. Even though he's had an absolute gem of a World Cup opening, or maybe you can bring in Urvil at four and keep Sanju at opening. So that's a call that team has to make. Number five is Shivam Dube. Number six will be Deval Brevitz. Uh, Number seven is for the initial few games. I have a feeling that uh, I have a feeling that MS Dhoni might not complete the entire IPL this season. So
Mm-hmm.
if he doesn't play the whole season, I think Kartik Sharma is the replacement who will come in place. But initially, I would keep MS at number seven. Uh, for the four or five bowling options, um, Noor Ahmed is probably one of the first names when it comes to bowling. I want to see Ramakrishna Ghosh play at number eight. He gives you the bowling option.
Mm-hmm.
So Noor at nine, let's say. Then for the three options, we have to Khalil will be one, and I think we have to choose between any two players between Nathan Ellis, Akil Hossain, and Matt Henry. I think Akil is a very good bowler when it comes to opening the bowling. He's a utility bowler as well. So Ellis, uh, either two of Ellis, Akil, and I think who was that Ellis, Akil, and Matt Henry. Yeah. So
So, according to you, both the 14 crore babies, they won't be making the playing 11.
yeah, that's a I mean that's a call that CSK has to take. Like, how do you bring them in? Because Chennai pitch is not of helping the spinners as much since the few last 1 or 2 years at is as it used to be. I mean, if it's a uh, turning track, go for Prashant Veer instead of Ramakrishna Ghosh. That's the option we get. If it's seeming conditions, and then if Prashant Veer comes in, you choose Matt Henry and Nathan Ellis over Akil Hossain. And if Ramakrishna Ghosh plays, then you choose Akil Hossain one and either of Matt Henry and Nathan Ellis. So that's a combination. I think they should go forward, and uh, I would have loved to fit Sarfaraz somewhere, but it doesn't seem like he's got a place in, because it actually feels pretty hard to fit in Urvil as well, because Matre is someone who is for sure going to open. So it is It is getting hard to fit in Urvil. So I don't see Sarfaraz playing maybe 1 or 2 games some here and there, not more than that.
Understood. So, like for me, I think like Urvil Patel, like whatever he achieved last season with the team, like the way he came in the squad, then the way like he played, he didn't play like many games like Brevis or Matre, but the impact that he had, again, you won't try to drop a player like him, but
Yeah.
Sanju Sam, like the addition of Sanju Samson and the way like he played for India in the might not want, you might not want to include like you might fix the opening slot at least the one place for him just so that like he can bring in the momentum that he gained in the T20 World Cup. But the moment you like lock a place for Sanju Samson, you will have to give a few you will have to give rest to a few players because most of the squad, like most of the players that you have, most of them are top order player.
Yes.
Just wanted to understand where do you see like can CSK fit in someone like Matthew Short in the middle, like with Matthew Short, Devault Brevis, uh, like and Noor Ahmed, or one among the two of Matt Henry, or like Matt Henry and Nathan Ellis, like they can be the two bowlers. And
Uh,
like if they add a few shot in the middle, like their middle order can like strengthen. And again, like Matthew Short, he is someone like who can give you 2 or 3 overs in the middle overs. What do you think? Like, can Matthew Short be a part of the playing 11 in the first few games?
I think if we take the last few years, CSK have tried a few things here and there. CSK have once gone with Rachin, sometimes gone with Conway, and here. So there is a possibility. But at present, I think since Matthew Short is an overseas player and we got only four overseas slots to work on with, so Brevis and Noor Ahmed are the first choice players for sure.
Hmm.
Uh, at I mean, one of Nathan Ellis and Matt Henry plays for sure. That's another point. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
we are done with three slots. So the fourth slot, I think, will go to the other one of Ellis and Matthew Short. Sorry, Ellis and
Akil Hussain.
yeah. I mean, if we are going with Matt Henry for the first for the third slot, it will be between Ellis and Akil Hussain. uh, yeah, if it's a spinning track, go with Akil Hussain. If it's swimming track, go with Ellis, or maybe you can drop Matt Henry and go with Ellis. But Matt Henry is in good form. Matt Henry is in really good form in this. We have seen in the T20 World Cup.
Yeah.
So
And
it's a
understood. Like you can't drop someone like Matt Henry,
yeah,
considering the form that he had in the T20 World Cup. Like he
form is
bowled almost on all areas. It
yes.
was not like he was just bowling on slower areas. Like
Hmm.
England played matches where like the surface had they played matches where surface had a lot to offer for the bowlers, and again they played on surfaces where like the bowlers didn't have much to do. And
Yeah.
like someone like him, someone like Matt Henry, like he can give you a few overs in the at least in the power play. He can be very effective.
Yes.
So, like, just wanted to understand, like, what exactly is your Indian bowling unit, Indian pace bowling unit for CSK?
I think we have to take a call. I mean, Khalil plays. I do. I don't know. I actually loved Anshul Kamboj, but he hasn't shown much. And off late, even in the domestic, he hasn't been at the best of his form or something. Like it's not that we hear of Anshul Kamboj every day. So Khalil is the one pace option, and I think again we have to take a call between Prashant Veer and Ramakrishna Ghosh. Whether you want to add Arsenal to uh, spinning option, or whether you want to add Arsenal to your pace bowling action. Ramakrishna Ghosh bowls medium pace. Then there comes the question that whether Akil Hussain plays or not, or your both the overseas fast bowler plays. So I think that's the combination. We'll go in with Noor is one of the pacer for sure. Spinner. Khalil Ahmed is one of the pacer. That's the two option. you get you for the spinning option you get either of Akil or Prashant Veer, and for the pace option you have to choose from two between Ramakrishna Ghosh, Nathan Ellis, and Matt Henry.
One last question before we like move to the next team.
Huh.
Do you see? So CSK has moved from one chair. Now they have
Yes.
another chair in the squad. So do you
Hmm.
think this other chair might get
Uh,
a place in the 11?
I think if we look at the bowling option, Noor and Rahul Chahar can be a very good spin duo. We talk of partnerships when it comes to batting, but bowling partnerships are as important as batting partnerships. We talk of Ashwin Jadeja, we talk of Kuldeep Chahal, etc. So uh, it's the problem with Rahul Chahar is he doesn't give runs with the bat. I think that is one factor which will play against him. Uh, how he can come into play is uh, if Ramakrishna Ghosh plays, who is a medium pace bowler, we can go in with two genuine spinners and two genuine pacers. That is another option we can go. I would love to see Rahul Chahar bowl, but a Chennai pitch of 2022-2023 would have helped him much more than a Chennai pitch of 2026. So I don't see him playing a lot many games, to be honest, because of the combination mix. So that is where I think he might just miss out because he doesn't provide runs with the bat.
Got it. So at last, what is your rating out of 10? How much would you rate CSK's squad?
Uh, okay, that's a that's a pretty. I mean, like if I have to talk of the weaknesses, basically, because when you want to rate, you also keep. We have been talking of the strengths and all. One of the weaknesses probably they could have got in someone instead of Prashant Veer or uh, instead of Karthik Sharma, who are the lower middle order batsmen, lower middle order batters. Uh, they could have gone for someone who is a medium pace bowler and a hard hitter, someone like a Andre Russell type, Andre Russell profile of player, someone of Dwayne Bravo, Karen Pollard sort of player. That is one place where I feel they have left it open a bit. Uh, the other portion that I feel is with the combination that they have at this point, it feels like the batting. They go the top seven batsmen that we have discussed doesn't offer anything with the ball except for Shivam Dubey. I don't know how much Shivam Dubey will be used. I don't think he will be used as much. So they might lack a sixth bowling option in if one of the bowler go for runs. So on that note, I
Hmm.
will sort of give CSK an 8 on 10. Yeah, I think 8 on 10 looks good.
Let's see what happens. But we have a playing 11 from Sachin. I hope I have spelled your name correctly. So he says that Sanju and Ayush would be opening the innings. Ruturaj one down. Then Karthik Sharma or Prashant Veer in fourth place. Fifth would be Brevis, then Dubey, then number seven, Thala for a reason, Rahul Chahar, Nathan Ellis, Noor Ahmed, Matt Henry. His impact players are Sarfaraz, Urvil, or Khalil. Like in terms of bowling, like you can have
Yeah,
a Khalil Ahmed if you want a batter, either of Sarfaraz or Urvil can come in.
this
My
this
only issue
hmm,
My only issue with this impact thing is that you will need batters as impact player only when your top five or top six have failed. Maybe like whatever I
yeah.
have seen so far.
Yeah.
So in that case, do you think Sarfaraz or Urvil Patel can play the role of, like, if, like, let's suppose if
Yeah.
CSK in a situation that they have lost 5 or 6 wickets in 12 overs or
Hmm.
13 overs, do
Hmm.
you think someone like Sarfaraz Khan or Urvil Patel can play that role, wherein like they can take the team out of danger and help the team to put a somewhat decent total on the board?
I think they can. They can. Sarfaraz has that ability. He's a middle order
Mhm.
batsman and someone who does good in the red ball format is someone who is expected to have a good temperament. When the
Hmm.
team when your team is two down, three down early, four down early, then you need players with temperament. Uh, we have got some players in this squad which has got that temperament. I think Ruturaj is one player who has got the temperament to play a long innings. Sanju has got the temperament to play a long innings if wickets keep on falling from the other end. So yeah, that's a possibility that Sarfaraz can get a chance to as the impact player if CSK loses out early wickets in an innings.
I think the 11 that he mentioned, like, this is somewhat near to like what I thought like CSK might go in with in the first few matches. Uh, my only concern is like the playing order, Kartik Sharma and or Prashant Veer in four
Yeah.
instead of
Hmm.
them like again, like CSK, if you see, like Ruturaj Gaikwad is there, Devold Brevis is there, Dubey is there, and you might feel that there is like something missing out there. But let's
Yeah.
see, like before the season, we can only predict. At the end of the day, matches are being played on the
There's
ground,
a
and
I mean, there are. I mean, you talk of Gaikwad, or you talk of Brevis or Shivam Dubey, and even if we take Kartik Sharma or Prashant Veer, we are missing someone like Shimron Hetmeyer or Andre Russell, sort of a player who can
a hard, hard
hard hitter,
kind of,
yeah, hard hitter kind of.
yeah.
So that's one position that we are missing.
Yeah, that is what like this playing 11 that he has sent. I believe like this is near perfect, and you are using all your players. But the point is that in case you need to like up the run rate, and
Hmm.
you don't have like you have lost 3 or 4 wickets, your top order is gone. In that case, like you would have needed someone like who could have like a proper T20 kind of batter. All of
Yeah,
these players,
yeah.
like I have high hopes with Devold Brevis, like whatever he has done in the T20 World Cup.
Hmm.
Again, similar for Shivam Dube. But both of them, like they are somewhere who, like they are someone who CSK might retain for the last few 5 or 6 overs so that like they can go in and like score runs. But the template that we saw, I believe that this IPL will also be good for batters. Like we will again see 200, 250, 260 kind of surfaces here. So in that case, you will need to have players who can play aggressively in the middle overs. Uh, and
I think.
that is where like I think CSK might suffer because A, they don't have experience.
Hmm.
B, they don't have players who have been very consistent in T20 at least. Because if we remove Sanju Samson, Shivam Dube, and Devold Brevis from this particular squad, you are not left with players who have played international T20 or who have played T20 at the highest level in recent times.
Hmm.
So that would be a tough scenario, I believe. But let's
my
see what happens.
my only concern with the team, the expected 11 that Sachin, I guess Sachin has given is we are starting bowlers from number 8 straight up, which means
Yes.
there's one better less. You get nothing from the bat of number 8, number 9, 10, and 11. So that is why I was trying to incorporate one more all-rounder in form of maybe Prashant, or in playing Prashant down the order, or maybe someone like an Akil Hossain or Ramakrishna Ghosh who can give you runs. Because if it's a two, even if it's a 260 wicket, now you have to go hard to get the 260 runs, and you cannot go hard if you lack depth in the batting order. The reason why India went out to score those many runs in T20 World Cup was because of the depth. Akshar Patel was batting at number 8. That provided them the cushion ki bhai, if even if you lose a wicket or two early, it doesn't matter. Keep going. So that's the only problem. We need a batter at number 8.
Yeah. Again, like in mini auction, you don't have
Too many
like the mini
to
auction
work on.
doesn't offer you a lot.
Yeah.
And CSK, for the very first time in their history, has shown a lot of trust in young players. So
Yes.
let's be very hopeful that this trust uh, might have a positive effect for the team,
Yeah.
because
And
in
uh,
T20 you might want, like, from someone who is a fan of Indian cricket team, you might want to have players, different players who can emerge out of this league and who can show their what do you call, their skills, that they are ready for international level. So that is my only wish, and that is the only thing that I want from CSK. That whatever the trust the team has shown in young players, they should deliver for the team. Because if that doesn't happen, CSK might be in big trouble. Because then, like, outside noise would be very much. Because like, CSK is one such team where they have equal number of fans and equal number of trollers. So the
yeah,
moment the young blood, the moment like they'll fail, there would be keyboard warriors who would be ready to pounce on the team. So that is my only wish from I from CSK. Let's move to another most successful team in IPL, which is Mumbai Indians. And for Mumbai, like, they have gone to their jersey that they had in the 2020 season, I believe, and they have also gone for players who were there in the 2020 season. Like, they have tried to build the squad in a way that replicates what they achieved during the 2020 season. And I believe, like, this MI squad is one of the most strongest squad in recent years, I believe. So let's have the image of Mumbai Indians on the screen, so that, like, we can just go through the players. So let me list out the players for you, bhai. If you are talking about the batting unit, they have Rohit Sharma, Surya Kumar Yadav, Sharfin Rutherford, Tilak Verma, and Danish Malewal. Wicket keepers, they have Robin Mins, Ryan Rickelton, Quinton de Kock. All rounders, Captain Hardik Pandya, Namandir, Santner, Raj Angad Bawa, Corbin Bosch, Will Jacks, Shardul Thakur, Atharva Ankolekar, and Mayank Rawat. In terms of their bowlers, Trent Bolt is there, Mayank Markande, Deepak Chair, Ashwani Kumar, Raghu Sharma, Allah Ghaznafar, Jasprit Bumrah, and Mohammad Izhar. So, what do you think? Like, what exactly is your understanding of the team? How would you rate this team? How would you
I
rate the
think
squad of MI?
so. The first thing is that, like, what uh, has not gone Mumbai's way in the past 2 3 years. They haven't been the Mumbai Indians that we know, even as a rival team fan, or even as a CSK fan. I would say, like, uh, when there is a proper rivalry. We enjoy that rivalry, and Mumbai hasn't been that consistent, or Mumbai hasn't been the Mumbai Indians we know who have played, and a lot of my Mumbai Indians fans have put that on the captaincy charts or the captaincy change. Uh, that has impacted the dressing room. I mean, it somewhat looks like that not many are happy with uh, Hardik Pandya being the captain. That definitely plays a role. But if we see apart from that, it will be interesting to see. I mean, it's been quite some time since Rohit Sharma has not played, or Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli have retired from the T20 internationals. So they will be coming back. I mean, they will be in a sort of a situation which MS Dhoni has been for the last few years, come back and just play the IPL. Even though they are active in ODIs, there's some form of cricket, but it will be interesting to see Rohit Sharma bat up there. Uh, then I think Surya is someone who's probably not at the best of his form in the T20 World Cup. He was not at the best. He did captaincy well. He was good captaining the side. But then I think Surya needs to up his batting side a little bit for Mumbai to be successful. On paper, this is a very scary team. On paper, there's a very scary team. Like, yeah, I mean, if you take the comment, they have got a lot of players who are in form. Bumrah is, I mean, there's hardly many times when we see that Bumrah is out of form. Will Jacks has been phenomenal. Rickelton is doing well. They've, if I'm not wrong, they got Quinton de Kock as well, right? Yeah, so
Yes,
de
yes.
Kock and
They have
Rickelton.
Quinton.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
either of De Kock and Rickelton plays. That's what I understand from it, because they will have to go in with Wheeljacks. I don't think they are dropping Wheeljacks. I don't think they are dropping uh, Trent Bolt. Bolt and Brumrah starting for MI is scary. It used to be scary for the opposition back in 2020s, and it's again scary. Both of them are outstanding bowlers, and that again, when we talk of the bowling partnerships, this is one of the bowling partnership that is to be scared of. uh, Hardik is a very important player. He brings in a balance to the team. He's someone who is very good with the bat, very good with the ball, and also with the field. He's the captain, so he's got four roles to play, and it this season becomes very important for him, because if Surya doesn't continue as the uh, captain in Indian cricket team, there is a vacant slot, and Hardik can be a very good contender for that. So if he can perform as the captain as well as, as the player he is, there is a outside chance of him being there. Uh, Again, in terms of bowling, I mean, in terms of all rounder, they have got outstanding all rounders. How do you play Santner and Corbin Bosch and Will Jacks? How do you fit in all of this? This is a very good headache for the management to have. Uh, I will just keep my mind put my mind out that the four overseas that I think might be playing. Uh, One is, of course, it should be uh, Will Jacks. One will be, I don't know, it should be Mitchell Santner. It should be Trent Bolt, and either of Quinton de Kock and Rickelton. Yeah.
My question would be like, they traded uh, Sharfin Rutherford, and like Sharfin Rutherford, the way he played for Gujarat last year, or the way he played uh, in the T20 World Cup, can you ignore a player like him?
Yeah, that's a very good thing. Like then you have to choose between Santner, Wiljax, and Rutherford. I don't see Trent Bolt dropping off unless and until he goes, in one of the worst form of his life. He will probably be playing. They have to play either of Rickelton or Quinton de Kock because there is no other wicket keeping option for them. Robin means I don't think so. He's getting a chance. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a weakness of Mumbai because but uh, when you have an overseas wicket keeper, your one overseas slot is booked for that wicket keeper. That's a problem. That's a problem. I think it will be with KKR as well because Indian wicketkeeper there. I think only Ankrish is there who doesn't keep regularly. We'll come to KKR later on, but yeah, that's one point where Mumbai should have worked on a little bit because I was thinking of that last year as well that you cannot go in with one single wicket keeping option and that too who is an overseas wicket keeping option. Your one slot is booked. So I think one is Rickelton or Decock. Second is Trent Bolt. Those are confirmed. Now you have to choose who plays between Santner, and Wiljax. I think Wiljax is in phenomenal form. Uh, do you drop Santner? That's a question. But then you traded Rutherford, keeping something in mind.
My like so what I believe is that they got Mayank Markande. Okay,
Hmm.
and Mayank Markande is I think the only spinner with
Yes.
experience, only Indian spinner who has experience that MI has in their squad. I think like what they can do is like in order to have a Corbin Bosch or a Sherfin Rutherford in the playing 11, they can
Hmm.
go ahead with Mike Markande.
Hmm.
Uh, like if you see his domestic performances or in the last few years, he has been like a proper match winner for Punjab in domestic,
Hmm.
at least in the T20 scheme of things. So I think like they can also make this move that
Yeah.
Mayank Markande is your first choice spinner. And
Yeah.
if he performs, then he gives you an option of making your batting unit a lot more heavy
Hmm.
than it is already, than like it already is. So
Yeah.
I'll just take a few comments from here because someone said the same thing. So Abhishek Mishra is saying that Markande and Ashwin Kumar are future of India. I guess they are good bowlers.
Yeah.
So what do you
Yeah.
think about
I think uh,
Markande and Ashwin?
if you get in Mayank Markande, like then you have the option of dropping Mitchell Santner and you play Sharfin Rutherford. Uh,
Or like
or you
play a
can,
Corbin Bosch.
yeah,
You can play a Corbin Bosch,
yeah,
like who
you
can
can
give
play
you
Corbin.
proper 4 overs, who can give you
Yes,
proper 4 overs, or like he can play at any position. Corbin Bosch
yes.
is someone like who can play from like you can slot him in fifth position to
Hmm.
eighth position anywhere.
Yeah, yeah, he plays the floater role. So they have got a good advantage. They have got many players uh, who who have the capabilities, and that is something, there is something there, that's a headache for the management as well. How do they choose which players they go on in with? Uh, yeah, like one comment, they have a very big bowling lineup, but then we know IPL is not a bowler's game. At the same time, when bowlers get you the uh, big games, when bowlers put up the big performances, you win. You talk of the Lasit Malinga winning it by 1 run against CSK. That's a top performance for bowling performance. You see Bumrah, who whenever Bumrah performs well, MI does well. So even though it's a 260 game, but bowlers uh, have to have to be on the top of their game for you to win the title. Batsmen win you matches, bowler win you title, but choosing the right bowlers is the question at this moment for Mumbai Indians. Rohit did it very well. Can Hardik continue? He hasn't shown it in last 1 2 years, but do does I mean, can he choose the right option? Yes, he can. He has it in him. It looks like.
And like you can't ignore the fact that Hardik is an IPL winning captain.
Yes, he is an IPL winning captain.
So, so Sachin has like given us the playing 11. I'll ask uh, uh, the playing 11 that he has mentioned to be on the screen, so that like we can discuss like, okay, so the names are there in on the screen. How would your playing 11 look like? I mean, like your playing 11, does it look similar to what Sachin has given, or will you be playing a different playing 11?
I think it's for Mumbai. It is very much very little point to sort of debate or one or two players here and there. Uh, let's start with the lineup he has given. Decock or Rickelton open for sure. Either of them has to play with Rohit Sharma for sure. I think Rohit will play in as the impact player again. He will come into bat for. I mean, let's take Mumbai's batting first. So yeah, Tilak plays at number four, number three. Surya at number four for sure. Five at Hardik at five. I think they can slot in someone else at number five if there is an option, and Hardik might play at six. But I think for the moment, let's take Hardik at five.
Like we
Uh,
can
Ra-
go ahead with Namandir.
yeah,
Namandir can.
there's an option for Namandir, who is a very good bowler. Or at the moment, let's keep it at five. Uh, Sharfan Rutherford, I don't know how I will choose between Rutherford and Wiljax if there is an option to choose. Because let's say if we play with Santner, maybe because Santner is also a spinner, we can go in with Rutherford, who can give you medium pace. So Santner here, Bolt here, Shardul. I don't know. I would prefer Deepak Chahar over Shardul at least. But then Deepak Chahar starting with Trent Bolt, both of them swing the ball very well because Deepak Chahar is not the best effective when it comes to the later stages. But Bumrah is
Yeah.
a very good first change bowler. So Bumrah can be the number third pacer in this position. Ashwini will be interesting to see, but probably they can go ahead with Markande in place of Ashwini. I think that will be very much my lineup as well, with a few changes here and there.
Again, like if so, one direct question. If we are talking about Mitchell Santner, so Mitchell Santner versus Will Jacks, who do
Hmm.
you think can bring more impact
Hmm.
to the game?
I think
Because Will Jacks, Will Jacks can give you like proper off spinner. We saw him in the T20 World Cup,
yeah,
and Santner like he can give you like a left arm spinner.
yeah.
So,
So,
what do you think? Like, if Shafin Rutherford is there in the 11,
hmm.
can like am I replace Santner with Will Jacks, and can that be called like for like replacement?
There's a difference here. The difference is I think if the pitch supports the spinners, that's when Wiljax becomes a better bowler. Wiljax is I mean, on the highways we talk of when it comes to pitches, or the let's say the Hyderabad pitches. On those pitches, Santner is a gold mine because he will give you overs with eight, economy of 7.5 or 8. He will go for 30 35 runs in. 4 overs. But those are the games where Will Jacks has a chance to go for runs. So uh, if we talk of bowling, is Santner better than Will Jacks? Yes. But if we are talking of batting, is Santner better than Will Jacks? No. So MIF should decide that whether they take the uh, 55 batting on 45 bowling, or whether they take 55 bowling and 45 batting. So it's for them to decide, and also depending on the
Understood.
combination that goes in.
Understood. I think like we have another playing 11 here. So Abhishek, like he's saying that Jax, Bolt, Bosch, and Rickelton. According to him, these are the four players who can be uh, like the four overseas option in the team. How much do you agree
Uh,
or disagree with him?
which are the option, like Bolt,
Will Jack, Trent
Will
Bolt,
Jack?
Corbin Bosch, and Ryan Rickelton.
Uh, okay, so neither of Rutherford or
Not Rutherford, not
nor
Decock,
Santner. Santner.
nor Santon. Yeah.
I mean, even this combination of overseas four looks pretty good. They have a very good set of
Yeah,
uh,
that's
overseas players.
what my
Yeah,
point was also. Like the way MI have picked overseas players.
yeah,
Uh, like it is a very good headache. Like as you said in the beginning, like it is a very good headache. They have a solid Indian core and they have
yes,
a solid overseas core.
yes,
And now they'll have to think key where like what exactly is the permutation or combination that they can do to bring out the best playing 11. Because
this,
like if you see their overseas players, if you were the selector or if you were building the team, there is no one in the overseas department that you will feel like to drop from the
yeah,
squad,
yeah.
considering their T20 form or considering their T20 like rating. If we go there,
Yeah, I think uh, Alag Gazafnar is someone who won't be considered in the conversation. Apart from that, every other overseas player that they have picked is in the conversation for uh, the playing 11. So
but
that's
like
a
Allah Ghaznafar, MI went like very aggressively for him in
yes,
2025 auction. He was injured. They replaced him with, I believe, Mujibur Rahman. Then they have now like released Mujibur Rahman and have retained Allah Ghaznafar. So, and I believe Allah Ghaznafar, like he plays for MI some league. So I
hmm.
think like we haven't seen of Allah Ghaznafar a lot uh, in international cricket, and that is the my point. Like the 2020 squad that MI had, they had Krunal Pandya there, they had Rahul Chahar, I believe. Um, so they were like taking care of the spin department. But from 2020, like from 2021 till 2025, MI have struggled to build a core spin bowling unit.
Yes, and
So with the addition,
even with this team, I think like Markande is very good, but he isn't of the level of like when it comes to experience or something. We talk of someone like, let's say, Sunil Nareen, or someone like Noor Ahmed. He's a very good bowler, yes, but there are differences. So one another of the weakness, we have talked of overseas player being the wicket keeper. That's one point that can hurt them, and they are somewhere. Center is there. Center is a very good spinner, but I think they were lacking in the spin department. But Wiljax can cover that up for them. Wiljax is a hard hitter as well, but we have got Markande to add up to their spin firepower. So that's a very good. That's
okay,
a very
yeah,
good.
got it. Last, Harshit bhai, can you just put the playing 11 that Abhishek has mentioned here? Let's just look at that playing 11 and then we can move to the next team. So, according to him, Rickelton and Rohit Sharma opens. Then you have Tilak Verma, Sky, Hardik, Corbin Bosch, Will Jacks, Ramandeep, Markande, Ashwin, and Bumrah. So you have missed Trent Bolt here, I think.
There is no Bolt, there is no Rutherford, there is no Sentinel. Who are the four
You can't.
overseas here? Rickelton, Bosch, Jax. There is one more place for an overseas. So
So
I think
like that
one
is,
of,
I believe, that is Trent Bolt, impact
yeah,
player kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah. Okay, that can be an impact player. Yeah. Hmm. That's a, I mean,
But
again, if you play those eight overseas player in any combination of the four players, that's a very good combination for them. So Mumbai has a good uh, good overseas arsenal there.
yeah, I believe like they have one of the best. In if you will talk about T20 cricket, they have one of the best overseas uh, squad, I believe. So
Yes.
it's time to move to another successful team after CSK and MI, which is Kolkata Knight Riders.
Hmm.
And like the way they did in the auction, and whatever has happened with the KKR in the last few months after the auction, like they were looking like a strong team before the before once the auction was completed, but now bowling is one of their what do you call the biggest concern because Harshit Rana is not there, and I saw one news report that suggested that Harshit might not be available throughout this tournament.
Yeah, yeah. Harshit is
Uh,
ruled out. Harshit is ruled out for the
okay.
tournament.
Harshit is ruled out. He was one of your top bowlers.
Hmm.
Same is with Matisha Pathirana. We
Yeah.
don't know like what exactly is his condition. They have replaced Mustafizur Rahman with Blessing Muzarabani, and
Yes.
we saw like Blessing Muzarabani doing some like he delivered exceptional bowling spells for Zimbabwe. But
Hmm.
IPL is a different ball game. It is like T20 World Cup was. If you compare T20 World Cup with IPL, like there is no comparison because the surfaces where T20 World Cup was played, I don't believe like those surfaces will be on offer for IPL. So bowling is one concern that KKR have, but is bowling the only concern that they have? Let's talk about that. So let me just give you the player names first, and then like we can discuss them. So Ajinkya Rahane is the captain. They have gone ahead with Rahane again. Rahane is there. Rinku Singh is
No,
there.
I think Rahan has resigned yesterday or day before yesterday. Probably Rahan has resigned as the captain. He's like he penned a note that it's time for new uh, generation to come up. It's a new season. It's time to give the younger generation a chance to lead. So it's a we have to wait for who becomes the captain. But on paper,
Okay.
on this squad, it was Rahane. Yeah.
For now, so okay, but like a few media houses like they debunked that news. They said like it is not correct. Like there has been no announcement from the player or the team.
Okay.
Let's see what happens because
Yeah.
the posts that KKR social media team has made today, like they launched their jersey today. So the
Hmm.
post that they made, like there also like it was never. It didn't look like that. Rahane is not the captain of the team because he was the center figure in most of the graphics. So let's see what happens. But for now, Rahane is there, Rinku Singh is there, Angriksh Raghuvanshi is there, Manish Pandey, Rahman Powell, and Rahul Tripathi. They have three wicket keepers: Finn Allen, Tejasvi Singh, Tim Seifert. If we talk about all rounders, they have Anukul Roy, Rachin Ravindra, Ramandeep Singh, Cameron Green, Sunil Narayan, Daksh Kamra, and Sarthak Ranjan. If we are talking about bowlers, they have Vaibhav Arora, Harshit Rana, who has been ruled out now, Umran Malik, Varun Chakravarti, Matisha Pathirana, we don't know like what exactly is his condition. Blessing Muzarabani, Kartik Tyagi, Prashant Solanki, and Akash Deep. So, first of all, build me a perfect playing 11 for KKR,
Uh,
considering the situation that they are in right now.
yeah. Okay.
And consider that Rahane is the captain.
Okay. If Rana is the captain, I think if Rana is playing, i- of course, if he's the captain, he will be playing. Then there is no. I mean, he has to open. So uh, he has to open because he is the most effective when it comes to the power play overs. He can clear the infield well. So Rahane opens. Um, can they go in with Cameron Green at the open? I don't know. Uh, but then here's a very tricky part for them. There is Team Cypher, there is Finn Allen. Both of them are in good form. Both of them are playing well. Uh, do they keep that opening partnership for them going forward, or do they keep Ajinkya Rahane as the opener and one of them opens for them? That's a question mark for them. If we talk of the four overseas players, it looks like let's say uh, Cameron Green for sure plays. Sunil Narayan for sure plays. That's the two. Uh, will they go with either of Finalan or uh, Team Cipher? That's a question to make. But I and then if either of them plays, then I will think like it's Rohman Powell. I don't feel Muzarabani will play, which brings me to that option I mean if Patirana comes back, then definitely Patirana comes in and either of Finelan or Team Seifert has to sit out. It's again for them to decide or for them to know who sits out and all. So those will be my four picks and playing 11. Let's go with let's start with Finelan and Team Seifert for the moment, and Ajinkya Rahane, I will still go with number three. Number four should be Ankrich Raghuvanshi. Number five, I guess it will be Cameron Green. For number six, it is Rinku Singh. Number six. Number seven, I really want to see Anukul Roy play. He's been really good in the domestic
Like
format.
I wish, like I really wish, uh, like Anukul Roy being in
Yes.
the IPL for so long
Yeah.
and the way like he has performed in domestic cricket, like he presents his case as someone who can't be ignored. So I really wish that KKR gives him a long rope that
Yeah.
okay, you play 14 games for us
Hmm, hmm,
and
hmm.
do whatever you can.
Yeah.
That
He
is
needs
my
to.
only wish with KKR for this season.
He has been really good in the domestic, and players who perform well in the domestic needs to be given that confidence from the team.
Yeah,
So I was
and the
another.
way that he's fielding,
Yeah.
like we have seen throughout whatever time he has spent with KKR or with MI in the past,
Hmm.
like he is one fielder that like who's fielding you see him fielding and you think that okay, this is someone who has played international cricket because
Yeah.
his standard of fielding is of that level. So I really wish from KKR, my only wish is that like play Anukul Roy in the playing 11, give him a long rope, and
Hmm.
let's see what happens. Because he is a genuine player, like who can play for India one day and like he can like slot in very easily, either in the ODI squad or in the T20I squad. So I
Yeah.
really wish I have my fingers crossed that they give Anukul Roy a chance like to perform. at least for the very first few matches.
I actually wanted both of Anukul Roy and Ramandeep, but I know it will be hard to fit in Ramandeep and Anukul both. But then I I wish, I hope really that sorry, Anukul Roy plays. So Anukul Roy at 7. That's the way we are going. Uh, then starts the big problems. I mean, okay, let's put sorry, Sunil Narayan at 8. Done. So now there are four players where you have to choose from. One is again Varun Chakravarti is done. So now three players remains. Okay. Uh, Vaibhav is has been good. Umran is pretty undependable, unreliable player. Umran Malik, you don't know what you get of him. He might give you a outstanding uh, spell, or he might just take you down. Akashdeep, I don't know. He hasn't been in the greatest of the forms of late. So pace bowling is a
Like
bit of a concern.
for Ashdeep, I have only this concern that he is a very good red ball bowler,
Yes.
but I don't think like the same we have the same kind of impact we have seen so far from him in white ball.
Yeah.
So when you remove Harshit Rana from your squad, when you remove like you don't have the option of Mustafizur Rahman, and when you remove Matisha Pathirana, your bowling unit already looks very depleting, and then like you don't have players to cover for them. So
Yeah.
like as
pace
uh,
bowling pace bowling looks a little off for them. So on that note, I mean, since Sunil Narin and Varun Chakravarti are playing, I think they might not go in with Anukul Roy, because Anukul Roy is a spinner. He's a spinner, right? Yeah.
yeah,
So I
left arm
want
spinner.
to, I want him to play. He's a very good player, but then with Sunil Narin and Varun Chakravarti, I don't think they are going with the third spinner.
If if like KKR can solve their bowling issue,
Yeah.
two things that can work for KKR if they can solve their bowling issue and if they don't have Rahane in the playing 11. The moment you remove Rahane from the playing 11, your entire playing 11 looks sorted. Because
Yeah.
see, if you are going with Tim Seifert and Finn Allen both, at number 3 you can get Angrish. At
Yes.
number 4, like you can then get someone like Tejasvi Singh or Sarthak Ranjan, like who have like in whatever domestic cricket they have played, like they
Hmm.
have shown like they can play aggressive cricket. At number 5, you can have Rinku Singh, or like you
Yeah.
can have Rinku Singh at number 4 as well. Like let's give him a decent number of deliveries to face. Okay, number 5 is done. Number 6, then you can go with Ramandeep Singh. Number 7, then you can go with Anukul Roy. Number 8 would be Sunil Narayan. Number 9 would be Vaibhav Arora. Then Umran Malik, and then Varun Chakravarti. And your impact player, like you can pick anyone from Manish Pandey. Like Manish Pandey, if batting, if you want a batting impact player, or like someone like Kartik Tyagi or Akash Deep or Prashant Solanki, if you want a bowler.
So that's
So,
it.
uh,
They have the their main issue is the bowling unit, and can they drop Rahane? So I was kind of, convinced that a really step down from Rahane, because it looks like that the for KKR the best option is Team Seifert and Finelan to open, but Rahane doesn't make much sense playing down the order. And one thing I want from KKR is, please allow Rinku some balls to play, because the lesser number of balls he plays, it impacts his chances of getting into the Indian team. It is one of the reason why, I mean, many team have laughed off on that, but MS Dhoni said that before the T20 World Cup, Dubey and Jadeja were sent up on the order because they were in the Indian team, and there was a T20 World Cup and selection was to be done. Dubey played the number of balls. Dubey got the selection, played well. Rinku did not play as much, and hence Dubey got the upper hand when it comes to head in head, head to head. So please allow uh, Rinku Singh because he's a phenomenal player and he needs to perform well for India.
The way KKR has used Rinku Singh, I believe Rinku Singh has been an impact player even before the impact player rule was
Impact
there
player,
in the
yeah,
IPL.
yeah. I mean, he
For,
needs to be.
because you are giving him just 10 to 12 deliveries to face.
That's it. That's
Then
it.
you bring him at point wherein only 2 or 3 overs are left. Then he roams around the entire field, does all your fielding work. So it looks like he is an impact player,
Player,
but
a player cannot
uh,
grow. A player cannot grow on such a tangent. If you are not giving him enough balls, the player won't grow.
and the thing is, the way West Indies used Shimran Hetmeyer
Hmm.
in the T20 World Cup, they showed that a player who IPL team thinks can work as a finisher can also work as a middle order or top order
Middle, yeah.
batter.
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely.
So, there is a playing 11 that Sachin has given us. We'll discuss that and then we'll move to the next team.
Hmm.
So, according to him, Tim Seifert and Finn Allen, like you said, he also agrees with you. Raghuvanshi is number 3, Ajinkya Rahane is number 4, Cameron Green is number 5, Sunil Narayan is 6. Okay. 7 is Rinku, 8 is Ramandeep, 9 is Akash, 10 is Varun, Vaibhav, impact player Umran, and another player he has not added. So, what do you think of this playing 11?
I think. I mean, this is pretty much you cannot. There is not much to change in it. Maybe betting order can change, of course. Rinku will come
But
up.
you can have
Yeah,
Sunil
I think
Narayan
maybe.
after Rinku and
Re-
Ramandeep.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe uh, there is a call to take between Akil. Akil. There is a call to take between Anukul and Ramandeep. But since again we come back to Rinku, sorry, Sunil Narine and Varun Chakravarti being in the team, there's a better chance of Ramandeep playing. But I want how do you play both of them? I don't know, but I want both of them to play. Uh, they have bowling option of Cameron Green. They have bowling option of Vaibhav Arora, who are very good in the pace department. So they need a third option. In that case, I think Akashdeep and Ramandeep both together can put in the third option. So or maybe they can get in the curator. I mean, Eden curator is something else that they don't work with the team for some
I
reason.
was about to mention this point. I was it
Yeah.
was at the tip of my tongue. This point. I was about to make this point that if nothing works for KKR, they can just go beg to the curator that please give us a spinning track at least
Spinning
for
track.
the home matches, and then we are
Yeah.
sorted. Because
Yeah.
that is the only thing that KKR can do. And if they do that, if they have a spinning track, if they can go ahead with the uh, Sunil Narayan, Varun
Varun Chakra.
Chakravarti,
And
they
Anukul
can
Roy.
then include Anshul Bhai in
Yeah.
the squad in the playing 11, and then in if that happens, their home matches would be saved. But
Yes.
if that doesn't happen, if the way Eden Garden has behaved in the last 2 3 years, it behaves in a similar way,
Hmm.
KKR they are doomed. That is
Yeah.
what
That's that's a,
I
that's a,
can say.
that's a that's a tough hill to climb for them. But then
Like
again, the
the
curator, Eden curator, doesn't uh, work. He works in a very different manner.
He
So
works for himself.
he works for
Eden
himself.
Curator, yeah, he was employed by himself. His
Yeah.
checks are signed by himself. His
Yeah.
PF, everything is done by
It's
himself.
done by
So
himself.
you can't argue with you can't argue with him because neither could Gautam Gambhir. So who we are.
Yeah.
So now let's move to another team, which we have already seen playing 11, and it's time for defending champions. the Royal Challengers from the city of Bangalore. Uh, they did well last year. Like they won 7 out of 7 matches at Chinnaswamy, which was a huge, uh, like huge thing for RCB, considering their overall record at Chinnaswamy. So for defending champions, I'll just go through the squad once, and then like we'll see what exactly is the scenario with them. So Rajat Patidar, captain Virat Kohli, Devdutt Padikkal, Phil Salt, Jitesh Sharma, Jordan Cox, Krunal Pandya, Swapnil Singh, Tim David, Romario Shepherd, Jacob Bethel, Venkatesh Iyer, Satwik Deswal, Mangesh Yadav, Vicky Ostwal, Vihan Malhotra, Kanish Chauhan. These are all rounders. Bowlers: Josh Hazelwood, Yash Dayal, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Nuwan Thusara, Rafiq Salam, Abhinandan Singh, Suyash Sharma, and Jacob Duffy.
I think
So,
uh,
first, give me four overseas players for RCB.
oh, I think field salt is number one for sure. Uh, let's go with Tim David.
Okay,
Then we have Josh Hazelwood.
okay.
Uh, fourth, we have to. I mean, we have to see that how or what pans out with Yash Dayal. You know, there's a ongoing judicial case on him, and what happens or not, that's a different thing. But yeah, if Yash Dayal plays, then I think they will go in with Romario Shepherd. And if Yash Dayal not is if Yash Dayal is not available, then they might look at Jacob Duffy, because Duffy has been a good player for New Zealand. He has been really good. Uh, there's a there's a I
My
mean,
my concern is uh, the way Jacob Bethel performed
yeah.
in the T20 World Cup.
Hmm.
Do you think he is a sure shot in the playing 11?
I think they have to choose between Bethel and Shepard. I don't think they are dropping Salt. Hazelwood, I think Hazelwood has an issue with injury. Uh, he will, uh, whether he comes in fully fit for the entire of the IPL or he misses out a few games, we don't know update yet. There's an issue with Hazelwood's injury. Uh, but I think they have to choose between Bethel and Shepard, or maybe they can go in with both. And I mean, Team David, Phil Salt. Okay, they cannot go in with both. They have to go in one pacer. They have to keep.
Chance to drop Tim David considering his recent form and have Jacob Bethel in place of him.
I don't think so, because the position where Team David plays at number 6 or 7, there you get at most 10-12 balls. So for 10-12 balls, it looks like Team David is a better pick ahead of Bethel. But and again, if Bethel comes in, Bethel has to play up the order. Yeah, in the sense like number 3 or number 4. Team David plays a little lower in the mid batting pack order. So if we
Tim
start
David
off,
is kind of a finisher.
yeah,
Tim is kind of a
David is
finisher, but
kind of a finisher.
Jacob Bethel, you can't call him that.
I think
Uh,
if
what
you
do
can
you
take
think about
the
Venkatesh?
yeah,
Does
there's
Venkatesh
a
Iyer make to the playing 11?
oh, they have to take a call on Devdutt Patikal. I mean, they have to take a call whether to go in with Patikal or whether they have to go in with Venkatesh Iyer. Venkatesh Iyer for some reason isn't bowling, so that's a thing. Like if he is a regular bowler, if he can give in overs on a regular basis, he would have been a better choice. But now they have to choose between Patikal and Venkatesh Iyer. If we can build up our discussion on the playing 11, that Shiv Singh Gujjar has given us. So Phil Salt and Virat, of course. I mean, there's no question on it. Padikal, we have to see whether they go in with Padikal or whether they go in with Venkateshaya. That's a gray area for us. Uh, w- because they have gone in to buy Venkateshaya. I think they might just back Venkateshaya. So Venki at number three, Patidar at number four is done. Jitesh is number five. That's till then. I think if Jitesh at number five, we are going in with, or maybe we can push Jitesh to number six and Bethel at number five. So that's the only position I see Jacob Bethel coming in, and then Romario Shepard has to miss out. Uh, But then Jitesh is number six, Team David at number seven. We are keeping Romario Shepard out of the squad for the moment. Uh, Krunal is coming at number eight for sure. Hazelwood and Bhuvi 9 and 10. Uh, yes, Dayal again is a gray area. We don't know what's happening. If he plays at number 11, and Suyash is the number in impact player. He comes in as a spinner. This looks an again very solid team. Uh, no teams which are very solid and who are settled team. There's not much of a uh, torment or the I mean who are already on a pretty good platform. You can identify from how they are working on the auction. They did not go very aggressively in the auction. They were going like the few players they targeted, they got in. So they retained a lot of players. That shows that they are confident of the team they already have. Many were talking about in the comment section that RCB will defend the title. They can defend the title. There is no doubt about that. They have got quality, but one of their biggest strength is Hazelwood. If Hazelwood misses out, y- that that becomes a big question mark. Can Jacob Duffy come in and in the Indian conditions replicate the results that he has been doing? That's a question mark to see.
But Jacob Duffy, like he did well in
He did well.
the
He did
T20.
well. Yeah, he did well in the T20 World Cup. Again, the T20 World Cup pitches were to start off they were around 170, 180 pitches, and then after a few games it started going around 200 plus. So it was assisting the bowlers a bit uh, at the start of the tournament. Uh, that won't happen in the IPL. That's the main difference between IPL and T20 World Cup.
So in case like Josh Hazelwood is not available, so like Jacob Duffy becomes his like to like replacement, or like they can try Nuwan Tushara there.
Uh, the problem is they don't have a very good Indian pacer. Like if they had an Indian pacer, they could have gone in with that Indian pacer and play Romario Shepard as well. I mean, again, they can play. Bhuvi and Yesdayal will be the option. Romario Shepard can bowl as well, and Suyash is the spinning option. Krunal is the spinning option. They can go with that, but then they won't have any overseas option in the bowling department. Oh, so they have to take
So
a call.
they got Mangesh Yadav in the auction, who comes from
Uh,
MP, who is a
yeah,
left arm hitter,
yeah,
and who has played with, I believe, Rajat Patidar a lot.
yes.
So,
So
do you think, like, if
and it
this
was a
Yash Dayal question is not resolved, can
hmm,
Mangesh Yadav
I
be
would love
the
to see.
seamer? Or do you
I would
think
love
like
to
they
see
can?
him. I'd love to see him play because I've heard that he's one of the players who's been handpicked by Patidar, and if that is the
Hmm.
case, then I see him playing in the 11.
And what about Rasik Salamda? Considering Jammu Kashmir won the trophy, Ranji Trophy,
Uh,
think
Still, I don't think
Rasik
I.
Salamda makes it to
Still,
the playing 11.
I don't think so. At this moment, currently, how the things stand, I don't think so.
Let's see. I think like with the way Jacob Bethel has played in the last few
It is,
months, not just in T20 cricket, but in like the way he has become an overall cricketer. I don't think like a team like RCB can ignore him. But
definitely,
if
definitely.
they have to ignore him, or like if they don't ignore him, like wherein do they bring him? Which player would be asked to be there on the bench? So that is the question with RCB. Apart from that, I don't think they have many issues
Yeah.
going here. Just Jacob Bethel situation and Venkatesh Iyer situation.
Hmm.
If you slot in Venkatesh Iyer, you will have to drop Devdutt Padikkal.
Yeah.
But again, the way Devdutt Padikkal has played in domestic cricket or for RCB last season before he got injured,
Hmm.
can you drop Devdutt Padikkal? But then there is the MP connection there, the KKR connection there, like Dinesh Karthik and Venkatesh Iyer
Hmm.
connection is there because
Hmm.
DK was the one who has
Who brought in?
like
Who has backed? Who has
put
backed?
the team to
Venk.
go for Venkatesh Iyer.
Hmm.
Venkatesh Iyer has played with Rajat Patidar for a long time. I think throughout his career, the from the time he made his domestic debut till this date, like he has been playing with uh, Rajat Patidar. So again, let's see what happens there. But if like if Josh Hazelwood and Yash Dayal are not there, in that case, RCB's bowling unit does look weak.
Yeah,
Again,
that's
like we
a
are back,
that's a
we will be
point to ponder
back
for them.
to whatever used to happen with RCB. Uh, there was a long time period wherein the batting unit didn't like the LHS was not equal to RHS. The batting
RHS.
unit was not equal to the bowling unit, and that like cost them a lot of seasons. But let's
I
hope
think
can
with this,
solve.
I think with this, we again go back to the discussion that people say that we hype the batsman so much and it's the batting, but it's not the batting. RCB always had the batsman. They always had the topmost batsmen: Chris Gale, De Villiers, Virat Kohli. They always had the likes of them. But uh,
They
one
always
thing,
had best T20 batters
yeah,
which were
they
out
had
there.
far. But what changed last year for them? What because of the reason why they won is because of the bowling. So bowling will give you the victory.
Let's see what happens with RCB this year. Can they
I
be
think
able to
from
defend the
I think
title? What do
when
you
we are
think?
talking of the bowling unit now, we can move into another team which is highly dependent on their pace bowling attack. They have got so many pace bowlers. I don't know why and how they went out with those many.
Not just pace bowlers, but their overseas, the overseas picks that they have made. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't know like how will they include those players. One was MI and one is
Hmm.
LSG.
Yeah.
So we are moving to LSG. Any LSG fans out there? Give me a yes in the chat box if possible. So let me just list out the players for you first, and then like we can discuss them. So batting, they have Aiden Makram, Himmat Singh, Matthew Britske, Akshad Raghuvanshi. Wicket keepers, they have Rishabh Pant, Nicholas Puran, Mukul Chaudhary, and Josh Inglis. All rounders, they have Mitchell Marsh, Abdul Samad, Shehbaz Ahmed, Arshin Kulkarni, Ayush Badoni. Bowlers, they have Mohammad Shami, Avesh Khan. M. Siddharth, Digvesh Rathi, Akash Singh, Prince Yadav, Arjun Tendulkar, Vanindu Hasaranga, Hendrik Nokia, Naman Tiwari, Mayank Yadav, Mohsin Khan. And if we just talk about pacers, Mohsin Khan, Mayank Yadav, Hendrik Nokia, Arjun Tendulkar, Prince Yadav, Akash Singh, Siddharth, Avesh Khan, Mohammad Shami. I don't know how many. I forgot the number. So
Yeah,
this is the squad that they have right now. What do you think of the squad, bhai? Pehle, just tell me
I
this
think
thing.
I think if we see na, it is not a very balanced team, to be honest. There are big names everywhere, but somewhere it looks like there's a lack of balance, maybe. Uh, how do you choose two spinners from here? That becomes a big question. Is it Shabazz who plays? I think Digvesat is one spinner who's definitely playing. Uh, they can get wrong with the combination very easily. If you talk of the overseas players, how do you choose the overseas players? I mean, there's Markram who cannot be dropped. There's Mitchell Marsh who cannot be dropped. There's Nicholas Puran who cannot be dropped. So you have used your three overseas slot for the top three, one, two, three. Then let's say Rishabh Pant comes in at number four. So there's only one overseas slot, and I don't know. Will they go in with Nokia? Will they go in Hasaranga? We have got a lot of, uh, I think, Indian pacers. So I would probably go in with Hasaranga at this point. Uh, is there an injury issue with Hasaranga as well? If I'm not wrong, he missed the
Yeah,
T20 World Cup.
Hasranga, he was pulled out of T20 World Cup. Like we are
Yeah.
not sure of what exactly is his condition, but if
Hmm.
Vanindu Hasranga is not there, then it
Then
becomes an issue for LSG because of spinning, like spin bowling attack.
yeah, in that case, I think they have to play in Shabazz along with Digvesh Rathi. Digvesh, I think, needs to tone down a bit. I don't invite so much of umpiring pressure or official pressure. Please, I know cricket is becoming soft, and I want to see some aggression as well. But uh, we always can find a middle ground. I think Digvesh is a good prospect. Again, he's a very good spinner. He's a good prospect. But who's your second spinner? That's a question. And how do you choose your three pacers or your four pacers from that many pacers? I don't know. They don't have a very good list of all rounders to choose from. Mitchell Marsh is
Hmm.
listed as an all rounder. I don't know. I don't see Mitchell Marsh bowling a lot. Ayush Badoni is listed as a bowler. I don't know how much of a spin does he bowl. He isn't a regular spinner, regular all rounder. So all rounder section looks a little bleak, and again the spin department. If Hasaranga isn't playing, that looks a bleak. If we choose the
And
three pacers,
from the
yeah,
time the last IPL concluded, Digvesh Rathi has not been in the same form. Like his
yes,
form has dropped a lot. We saw in the Delhi
hmm,
Premier League, he struggled a
hmm.
lot. Uh, in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy as well, I think like I don't know,
Yes,
like I
he
don't
wasn't.
remember. If it,
He wasn't in the best of form.
like so like then it becomes an issue because he was your frontline spinner. You released
Hmm.
Ravi Bishnoi because you believed
Yeah.
in Vish, Digvesh Rathi. But
Hmm.
can that thing cost them? That is a question. But again, my only question to you regarding LSG is they like spent heavily on Josh Inglis, and
Hmm.
Josh Inglis can be someone like whom they can slot in either at number 4 or at number 5. So can they can LSG go in with an Indian bowling attack that is
All Indian, all
comprising
Indian,
only Indian bowlers?
all Indian bowling
Like,
attack. Yeah,
yeah,
but
I don't
I
think
think
like many teams
if
have done that in the past,
hmm,
but considering what LSG has and uh, Zahir Khan is there or not? No,
no,
Bharat
it's
Arun is
Bharat Arun. He's a very
Bharat.
good bowling coach.
Bharat
He's a very good bowling
हाँ.
coach, by the way.
And Bharat Arun, like the way we see, like Mohammad Siraj was one of his findings. Like
Yes,
he brought Mohammad Siraj from gully cricket or local domestic cricket to the Hyderabad side and then to the Indian side. So because he is there, I have a like huge respect for him, and I think like he can work really well with the pace attack that LSG has. So do you think like LSG can like have four overseas batters or batting all rounder, and then like they can have five or six bowling options, all comprising of Indian players?
okay. The problem with that going forward is we see that there are lot of players, lot of Indian medium pacers, but how many of them are quality pacers and how many of them are experienced pacers? That's a question we need to ask as well. Mohammad Shami definitely one of the most experienced players, one of the most you know brilliant players when it comes to the quality. Avesh Khan, he's okay. He's still getting there. He is in that experienced or he isn't even
Someone
new
who
as well.
is sometimes free, sometimes hot.
Yeah, he's on and off. He's on and off. Mayank Yadav, I think I we didn't have that many matches to make a assessment of what Mayank Yadav can offer. We need to see at least 2 seasons of a player to make a idea of how he can go in with. Uh, Rest, I think Mohsin Khan, and then Prince Yadav, Arjun Tendulkar. Do I see Arjun Tendulkar playing a game? If that happens, if four overseas players are playing, I can somewhere see Arjun Tendulkar playing a game. He's a left arm pacer. He's got some good height. If Bharat Arun can work on him, uh, he's an all rounder. He can score you runs as well, lower down the order. So uh, I think even though they have a lot of medium pace options, but quality can be a problem. Quality and experience. I think if combination of both. I mean they are quality bowlers. That's why they have been picked up. But combination of quality and experience is a problem for them.
And I believe their their batting unit again doesn't matches their bowling.
Yeah,
Uh,
like it's a one-sided game. It's a again LHS isn't equals to RHS. They're
how much
extremely filled up with batting firepower. You see Markram, you see Mitchell Marsh, you see Puran, you see Rishabh Pant, you see again. Uh, I think Ayush Badoni is a good hard hitter. You see again if Josh English plays, uh, so they're
of
filled
the
up with batsmen.
so how like what is your rating for LSG out of 10?
Yeah, okay.
Pre
I think I will go with. I don't know. Seven doesn't look nice because of their bleak bowling unit. I think I'll go with 6.5 maybe.
okay. So like that concludes our five team SWOT analysis. We discussed about CSK, MI, KKR, RCB, and at the end we discussed about LSG. We
Yeah.
the next five teams we will be discussing about them in the next session that we'll have here. And this was it from our side. If any of you is watching live, uh,
There's a
like if anyone
comment.
is there who is there right now, kindly subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon, and like this stream so that like we can reach to a massive uh, number of people. And we have like for this IPL season, we were already doing live streams in Hindi, but now like you will be able to see a few live streams in Hindi as well as in English, in Bengali, and as well as in Punjabi. So
Yeah.
like there is a lot of things that is going on in the backend, and we are trying to give out whatever the best that we can to all of you. And if you like this discussion, please feel free to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon. And if anyone has any query, if anyone wants to ask a question, they can shoot it towards us, and we would be happy to answer it. Otherwise, like we'll wrap this thing up. So, someone has commented that according to them, the top four is MI, CSK, Kings 11 Punjab, which is Punjab Kings, and Delhi Capitals.
Uh,
What do you
I
think?
think I think we'll be in a better position to decide on the top four when we go through all the teams. Uh,
At
we
least,
we have
yeah.
yeah we when we go through Punjab again, they are pretty good. They have performed really well last season, and uh, again they haven't changed a lot of their system when it comes to the auction. So they are a settled team. So Punjab will always be one of the contender for top four. MI definitely again. CSK, it's early to say because we don't know how the young team will play out. If they play out, we know that they have got quality to do that. DC and Punjab, do tune in for the next session. We'll have a discussion on them, and then we will give our own top four. We'll take your top four. We'll discuss on that. Who can be the top four? Who again? We can go on discussion with the who can be the top run scorers. Who are the players to watch out for in each of the teams, and some other things will be keep on or will go on discussing. I'll be there in the English part, in the Hindi part, and also the Bengali analysis. I'll be there. Uh, do check out the channel, like, share, and subscribe. And we are trying different things for this IPL. Hopefully, you like it. And for top four, do check out our next stream. We'll discuss on that for sure.
There, like you would have a clear picture from
Yeah,
us, like what exactly can be the four teams that can qualify for the playoffs at least. So I think this was it. Swarna bhai, thanks a lot for
thank you
joining
so much.
us here. And now let's wrap this thing up. And if anyone of you have any question, you can like drop comments in this
Yeah,
under this video, and surely like we'll take that those questions in the next stream.
next session. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
perfect.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Good
And
night.
again,